The sun rose majestically over the sprawling jungles of Savannah Grove, painting the horizon in hues of gold and amber. The morning dew glistened on the leaves as the jungle came alive with the symphony of nature, chirping birds, rustling leaves, and distant roars of lions echoing through the trees. Amidst this vibrant wilderness lived Ellie, a small but spirited young elephant whose oversized ears flapped enthusiastically whenever she got excited, which was quite often. Ellie wasn't like other elephants her age. While most were content playing near the watering hole or munching on acacia leaves, Ellie dreamed of grand adventures beyond the familiar confines of her home. Her mother, Mama Nia, was always quick to remind her, "Ellie, you're still so little. There's plenty of time to explore when you're bigger." But Ellie couldn't help herself. Her heart beat faster at the thought of discovering hidden treasures, climbing towering mountains, or crossing rushing rivers. She wanted to see the world, and today felt different. Something deep inside told her that this was her day. As Ellie wandered along the edge of the jungle, her trunk brushing against tall blades of grass, she spotted something unusual glinting in the sunlight. Curious, she trotted closer and found an old, weathered map half buried in the dirt. Its edges were frayed, and parts of it had faded with time, but the symbols and markings were clear enough to ignite Ellie's imagination. "Wow!" Ellie exclaimed, unrolling the map with her trunk. It depicted a winding path leading through various landmarks: the treacherous Mudslide Gorge, the mysterious whispering bamboo forest, and finally, Crystal Falls, where a glowing treasure chest awaited at the journey's end. "This is it," Ellie whispered to herself, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "My big adventure." Without wasting another moment, Ellie tucked the map securely into her trunk and set off toward the first challenge. Mudslide Gorge. Mudslide Gorge loomed ahead, its steep walls slick with slippery clay and dotted with precariously balanced rocks. As Ellie peered down into the abyss, she felt a pang of doubt creep into her mind. Could she really cross this dangerous ravine? Just as she hesitated, a tiny voice piped up from behind her. "Need some help?" Turning around, Ellie saw Pip, a clever meerkat with bright beady eyes and a mischievous grin. Pip loved solving problems almost as much as he loved snacking on bugs, and he seemed eager to lend a hand. "I can scout ahead and look for weak spots," Pip offered. "But we'll need something sturdy to build a bridge." Ellie's trunk curled thoughtfully as she scanned the area. Spotting fallen branches scattered nearby, she used her strength to gather them and arrange them across the gorge. With Pip guiding her every step, they secured the makeshift bridge by wedging rocks between the planks to hold them steady. "Careful now," Pip cautioned, as Ellie took her first tentative steps onto the bridge. Her large frame made the structure groan under her weight, but together they managed to cross safely. "You're braver than I thought," Pip said with admiration once they reached the other side. Ellie grinned proudly. "I just knew we could do it if we worked together." The next leg of their journey led them to the whispering bamboo forest, a dense grove where towering bamboo stalks swayed eerily in the wind. Their movements created soft whispers that echoed all around, making it impossible to tell which direction was which. Ellie felt a chill run down her spine as shadows danced among the trees. "We're lost," Ellie admitted nervously, clutching the map tightly in her trunk. Suddenly, a flutter of feathers caught her attention. Out swooped Zazu, a wise old hornbill with sharp eyes and a knack for navigation. Perching gracefully on Ellie's head, Zazu squawked, "Lost, are we? Don't worry, I know these woods better than anyone." With Zazu leading the way, the trio ventured deeper into the forest. Along the way, Zazu taught Ellie how to listen for subtle clues in the environment. "Feel the breeze on your skin," he instructed. "It will guide you toward open spaces." Following Zazu's advice, Ellie closed her eyes and focused. Sure enough, she felt a gentle breeze tugging at her ears, guiding them toward the exit. When they emerged from the forest, Ellie let out a triumphant trumpet. "We did it!" At last, the map led them to their final destination, Crystal Falls, a breathtaking waterfall cascading into a crystal-clear pool. Sunlight refracted off the water, creating rainbows that danced in the mist. At the base of the falls sat not a treasure chest, but something far more enchanting, a shimmering, iridescent stone glowing faintly under the sunlight. "What is it?" Ellie asked, approaching the stone cautiously. "It's called the Heartstone," Zazu explained. "Legend says it holds the essence of courage and curiosity, the very traits you've shown today." Ellie touched the stone gently with her trunk, and a warm glow spread through her body. In that moment, she realized the true treasure wasn't the stone itself, it was the journey, the friendships she'd forged, and the bravery she'd discovered within herself. With hearts full and spirits high, Ellie, Pip, and Zazu began their journey back home. Along the way, they shared stories of their escapades, laughing about the challenges they'd overcome and marveling at the wonders they'd encountered. When Ellie returned to the watering hole, Mama Nia greeted her with a mix of relief and pride. "So, my little adventurer, did you find what you were looking for?" Ellie nodded, her oversized ears flapping happily. "I found more than I ever imagined, Mama. And guess what? I think there are even bigger adventures waiting out there." From that day forward, Ellie became known as the brave stand most adventurous little elephant in all of Savannah Grove. Though she knew she still had much to learn, one thing was certain. Wherever the road led, Ellie would face it with courage, curiosity, and a heart full of wonder.